Well, Bout of Books hasn't started off as I had hoped. It's now Monday night. I'm in the middle of preparing dinner. Today just flew, and I had the computer work to do, and I just had stuff to do. I'm really cranky that I just didn't get any reading in, but my intention is to get dinner served and then I check out and I'm going to sit and read. I need to read... Hang on! I need to read my quota for this, which is only another 20 or so pages. And then I need to read 70 or so pages of this, and I cannot wait to get into it. So that's my plans for tonight. As long as these little ones don't interrupt me. That one. And that one. They get in the way of my reading. Okay, I'm going to attend to this and I'll chat with you again when I'm finally sitting down to read. Okay. Monday, I needed to read After the Party, which I've done. 50 pages of Return of the Native and 170 pages of Mermaid Mrs Hancock. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? Both are buddy reads, so I need to get both done. The lovely Paula has already finished this and I'm only through there, so I should really get stuck into that. And then the Return of the Native, there's 4 or 5 buddies waiting for me to get through the first 7 chapters of this, so I really should. What I think I'll do is just read as much as I can of this before I fall asleep, then I'll have a shower and dive into this. Let's see if I can come close to that quota. So I don't know if I shared with you, this is about 3 women who live where? On Egdon Heath, and it's about how they try and live independent lives as females and all of the men that influence them / I guess control what they do. It sounds really intriguing, really awesome to me. I've read only one other Hardy, and that's Far From the Madding Crowd, and what I loved about that book was the sense of place and the fantastic description of the landscape and the farming community, and I just adored everything about that book. It also had a really strong lead female character. So yeah, I'm hoping that that happens again in The Return of the Native. They also have wonderful names, and Kate Howe, who's one of the buddies on this book, pointed that out. One of the women's names is Eustacia Vi. I just thought I'd actually inform you exactly what I'm reading. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. 70 pages, here I come, huh? That didn't take long for me to fall behind in my schedule, did it? I read, I don't know, 15 pages of Return of the Native, and I started to fall asleep sitting up. So I didn't get to where I need to be in this, and I certainly didn't get to where I need to be in Mermaid Mrs Hancock. So day 1 is just no good. I have not done well. I think I'm just going to cut my losses. I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to start again tomorrow. Good morning. It's early. Well, it's only 4:30 on Tuesday morning, day 2 of Bout of Books. Let's see if this day runs a little smoother in terms of reading. I have this little rule that if I wake up this early, it is totally uninterrupted because everyone's asleep. So I only read. I don't look on Instagram at beautiful pictures or read Twitter. I read, and so this morning I've come in and picked up The Return of the Native, and I'd like to get up to the end of chapter 7 today, so that's another 50 pages. I read about 20 pages of this last night, and I'm reminded of what it's like to read classics again. Far from the Madding Crowd is one of my favourite books because it's a great book, but also I read it in October last year, and it kind of changed my classics reading for me because I was so uptight when I started it. I was rereading passages, trying to work out what the hell that meant, or looking up every second word, and I had my pencil, and and something switched in my brain with that book, and I just allowed myself to take it in, and that experience was so enjoyable. And last night, because I was so tired, I was getting really uptight again about what the hell that meant, instead of letting it wash over me and pondering, instead of stressing. And now I've come this morning with far more of a laid back's the wrong word, far more of a less uptight, far more of an open approach. One of my buddies has already checked in, so I want to get up to a point where I can check in too, so I'm not freaking out about it all day. And then I need to address the other buddy reads that really lovely women are waiting for me to finish. Hopeless. Anyway, I'm just going to sit and read now. I've got my cuppa. Wait for the sun to come up. It's going to be lovely. Be really lovely. Day 2, Bout of Books. Let's go. Success. It's 7:15 and I've done my buddy read part and checked in with my buddies. It's what I wanted to achieve this morning, and I did it. I did get distracted talking to a couple of friends on Boxer, and I watched a couple of little booktube videos. So today this is my plan. I have to finish the next 50 pages of this. I have to... What was my schedule actually? Let me get my schedule. I've done that. I didn't do that. And then today, another 50 of After the Party. Oh, I only have to do 50 of Return of the Native and finish the Mermaid Mrs Hancock. Oh God. Right. Bout of Books Day 2 is going to be a big one. So, I'm finishing this today. I have that much to go. I mean, it is fairly easy to read, and I'm not really invested in it. So that's going to make it harder, but... Right, so I have to do that, and After the Party over there. Right, this can happen. Today for me consists of going to the school library for a little bit, but that's kind of the only pressing issue. I don't have any after-school sports. I'm going to make reading a bit of a priority today. I'm excited about that too. Okay, I'll get out of my robe. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll be showered. I showered. I've been to school. I've done the school library thing. I just got home and I have an empty house. My husband isn't home. See, he works from home, so he's normally always here, but he's not. And I don't know where he is, and I'm not going to call him to find out. I adore him. I love him. I love that he can work from home. I'm very lucky. I get it. Sometimes I just like the place to myself. That was dilemma number 1 solved. So now I can curl up and just read until school pickup. But I have a second dilemma, and so I'm desperate for chocolate. So I'm going to make some sort of chocolate slice thing and eat the mixture, which is what I used to do at uni. Yeah, so... I'm going to do that now. I suppose I should put on dinner. Chocolate first. Right, so I made it to my reading chair. I had my chocolate fix. Feeling much better for it. Not distracted anymore. I've still got a couple of hours before I have to get the kids. Nobody's home. This is exactly what I needed. I'm going to read this, which is not what I need. This is, out of the 3 books that I'm reading at the moment, this is definitely my least favourite. I think I'm just really disappointed in this book. It's spoiler, but it's not about a mermaid. I mean, there's a mermaid, but I think I was interested in it because it was something different, and it promised, you know, the sea and magic and... Hang on, I can hear this fly. Look at the old fly swat. Life in Australia, huh? This was supposed to be about the sea and about the magical world of the sea, and it's not. It's about a man who... he owned a ship, so, but he never sailed on it. And there's a brothel. I'm just not into it at all. But I'm going to continue just to say that I've finished it. And I have my lovely friend Paula, who's already finished it, and I was supposed to be buddy reading it with her. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to catch up on this now. I'll check in with you again later on. It's much later. It's about 5:30 and it's dark out now. Winter's coming. I may have had a little nap. The kids came home, washing got done, you know, the stuff. But I have gone in a good chunk in the Mermaid Mrs Hancock. I'm up to the last part, so I've got about 200 pages to go. I haven't enjoyed it anymore since we last spoke. It's predictable as hell. But Jacqueline did tell me today that there is a twist that she didn't pick, so I'm intrigued to continue and find out what that is, but I kind of just want to get this out of the way. So I think I'm going to bunker down and finish this tonight, and then I will catch up on my other 2. This one especially, which is awesome, in the morning. Okay, I'll hopefully be checking in a bit later on and have finished this book, and it can be gone from my life. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Right, hi. To get up and shut my door. I finished it. It's bad. I'm giving it 2 stars. I did not like this book at all. I skim read the last 60 pages. I know exactly what happened. I'm not impressed. I found that the author poorly executed. She had a theme in mind and she poorly executed it. And I could see where the editor jumped in and told her to add more into the story. I could see it all. This was a slog for me to get through. But I've done it. So this is my first finished book for Bout of Books. 1 down. It's 9:30 at night. I should crawl into bed. But I'm going to try and sneak in my 50 pages of this for the day. Because I actually like this book. Didn't like that one. I might get a cuppa. Bout of Books Day 2 has gone much better than Day 1, let's just say that. This is the state of my life right now. Yep. This is Day 3, Bout of Books. Not a book in sight. Wednesdays are my... just laying against the fridge. Wednesdays are my grocery day, cook food, prepare for the week, with the food stuff day. So everything's just a little slower today. I went to the gym. It was hard. The groceries took long because I was confused. I don't know. I've been talking to my husband. Still wants to talk to me. So not a book has been opened today, and I'm not happy about that. But I need to get this all cleaned up. I need to go and get my children, and then dinner's in the slow cooker, and then, then I can read. I just got to get through this mess first. I don't want to. Okay, come on now. Oh, and I have a pimple. It's not a good day. Right, it's time to put on BookTube. I just thought Sean, the book maniac, has some sort of BookTube working out gym tag with lots of handsome men flying around. So maybe that'll cheer me up. That's what I need. I do have this handsome man. We can't see him. Maybe if I zoom in. But he's all the way over there. I just might replace him with some of Sean's handsome men. Right, I'm going to watch Handsome Men. I'm going to clean the bloody kitchen. Bye. I kind of have done a bit. In fact, I've done a buttload. Just doesn't look like it. Don't you hate that? But yeah, I got to go get the kids now. So, and then there's footy training. Oh God, look, let me just talk to you when I get back from picking the kids up. I mean, I'm frazzled. I'm frazzled. I'm stressed. No, I'm not stressed. I just wanted to achieve more and I didn't. Simple as that. Also, I haven't showered since I went to the gym and now I've got to go pick up the kids. So that's pretty gross. Yuck. Stinky mum. It's now 3:30. I made it back. I need to read this. Oh, I told you I'd tell you my reading plans. Let's do that. Hang on. The two things I want to achieve tonight are 50 pages of this and check in with my buddies, which is going to be easy to do because I'm loving it. And then finish this, which I'm not loving. What's happening tonight? Tonight at 5 o'clock, everybody leaves the house and goes to football training. Dinner is already cooked. I plan on doing no more housework. I plan on reading for the rest of the night. I do need to shower because I'm still in my clothes from the gym. I should do that now. What a great idea. I got distracted by a puzzle book. I'm going to go have a shower now and then get reading. For sure.
Can we Captain Underpants?
No. You gotta get a footy. You gotta get a footy. Oh, I did it. I got into my cozy dressing gown. Look. They're still here, but they're leaving soon. So I'm going to do it. Get stuck into the next 7 chapters. Hooray! Hooray! I've been waiting for this moment all day. Oh, finally. They're gone. Ugh. Such a pain in the butt getting kids out the door. Anyway. Right, now I'm going to settle down and read. Got nothing else to think about. Thank the Lord. I keep falling asleep, sitting in my chair. Do you want to know my weakness? Jam and cream on bread. This is why I go to the gym 3 times a week and never lose any weight. And I'm going to sneak it in for dinner while nobody's home. I did it, I did it, I did it. I'm up to date with my buddy read. I made notes. I spoke on our little Vox app. I swore too much, but once you start Voxy, you can't take that back. So apologies to my buddies, but Adam started it. Anyway, I have children to get to bed, so I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to come back. And I would love to finish this tonight. I don't know if that's possible, considering I was falling asleep before, but I've had some food. I don't, what did I say, 140 pages, and it's just a bit of a fast-paced book. No, it's not fast-paced. It's really easy to read. And I'd like to get it out of the way. And that was my schedule to finish this today. So I'll come back to you after I've dealt with that. Good morning. It's about 5 a.m. I didn't finish this book. I fell asleep. I have about 80 pages left, so I'm going to knock it out this morning. In the reading chair where I've sat for the whole vlog, basically. The sun's up now. It's 6:30 or so, and I finished after the party. Doris and I are doing a combined chat about this book, so I won't go into it too much. 3 stars. just. I need to sort out my plans for today, so I'll get that organised and I'll chat with you in a sec. I might fix my hair up too. So for my Bout of Books schedule today, I am supposed to read Return of the Native and finish Cat's Table. But yesterday, I'm kind of up to date with Return of the Native because I'm a day ahead of everybody, time zone wise. So I'm sticking with the program with everybody. But I was supposed to have read a bit of the Cat's Table. And I have not even started this. I'm going to start now before I have to deal with the noisy kids in the background that you can hear. Well, I got all dressed. Look, I even put this lovely skirt on and I was going, oh, look at all that washing. I was gonna go out and go to the library and read my book, and then my husband said, do you want me to take the kids to school? And I jumped on that chance. So I'm all dressed and nowhere to go. But I think I'm going to get out of these clothes and clean my kitchen, which always needs to be cleaned, and hang up my washing, and then sit and read for the entire day. I'm not even going to think about that pile until later. I'm just going to forget about it. So that's the plan. We have fencers here today that are fencing Danny's horse paddock. So there's a constant drone of bobcats and banging posts in, but I think if I hide in my reading room, it'll be fine. So I got an unexpected treat this morning. So anyway, I'm gonna get changed in my jobs. I'll talk to you when I'm reading. Day 4 Bout of Books. Not according to plan. Can you hear that? I don't know if you saw anything, but that is fencing people. So I've been cleaning my house all day. I made this delicious lamb couscous. And I've got sort of an hour before I have to get the kids, but I've got to make them something to eat. I'm having chocolate. I'm going to sit down and start the Cat's Table. I'll sit down and get it started. I'll talk to you soon. Nope, didn't read anything. I got chatting to my husband because he arrived home. Gets in the way, that man. Now I've got to go and pick up the kids, but I've left a bit early so I can go to the library. There is a book on hold there that I've been waiting forever to get, so I'm going to do that, then pick up the kids, then go home. And then maybe this afternoon. That never happens, does it? So tonight. Let's talk again tonight. It's really dark in the library car park. But I got Growing Up Aboriginal in Australia, which I can't wait to read. I got Lost Children Archive, can't wait to read. And this is the one I'm waiting on, Silence of the Girls, right up my Greek mythology alley that I'm in with my buddy Paula. Anyway, gonna start this next week, can't wait. Okay, gotta get the kids from school. Coming out early bath thing again. I need to clean that up. And it's 4:30, so I'm going to sit down and try and read this. Actually, I should get my buddy read out of the way. No, scrap that. I'm going to read this up to where that green marker is. Check in with my buddies for the day and then get on to this one. Here's a story. I was at the gym the other day and this man who was in the gym class handed our instructor this green fruit and said, here's some feijoas. I think that's how you say it. They're a New Zealand fruit. And I looked at it and I went, hang on a second. I've got a tree that has that same sort of fruit. And we've just looked it up and discovered that we do have a feijoa tree. So the boys and I are going to go and harvest them. I'll show you. Flowers. Look at them.
Ah, doggy.
And they're all over the ground.
Oh, that's
And look at them. Out, Squirtle. And you can jam them out. You can jam them and preserve them and stew them and oh, they're gorgeous.
Can you eat them normally, Mum?
You can eat them raw. You kind of scoop out the middle like a kiwi fruit, they say. Come on, let's collect them all and try one.
There's none on the tree. Oh, there's so... You don't get them from the tree. You get them off the ground. Mum, there's loads where Squirtle is.
Is there?
Yeah, there's loads.
And
And there's loads of...
Here's our harvest. Let's go
Yeah.
try them, see what they taste like. I hope they're delicious. If they're not delicious, we're in trouble. Come on, boys. Okay. Yeah. That's what they look like.
It kind of looks like kiwi. Look!
You gonna go first?
You first.
Yeah. Oh.
Are they nice?
Tastes a bit like perfume.
It smells like apple.
Yeah.
Smell it.
Yeah, a little bit. Didn't like that bit?
I hate the sheet.
Well, the Feijoa tasting didn't go quite to plan. We're not big fans. I did find a recipe for Feijoa wine, which is just Feijoas with vodka over the top and fermented for 2 months. So I might give that a go. Or Feijoa jam, that could work. Anyway, a little harvest mission for the afternoon. Right, now I need to read again.
So nice.
Introducing Patty to Sherlock Holmes. So everybody's gone out in the truck. I thought everybody went out in the truck so I could start getting some reading done, but he's there with Captain Underpants. 2 chapters of Captain Underpants. And then shower? Okay. Deal. I just can't get into reading tonight. I don't know what's going on. I do have a little one on my own, and we've just been alphabet gaming and stuff. Reading and things like that, but he's occupied now, and I'm about to put him to bed. I just don't feel like reading. I feel like online shopping instead. So that's dangerous. I'd love to buy lots of washi tape. I would like to have a whole rack of washi tape. I don't really use washi tape that often, but I love it. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to read tonight, but I will fall behind in my schedule. Morning. It's 5:30. I've been awake for 2 hours planning a vegetable garden. It's nuts. I haven't read anything. I don't know why. I'm absolutely consumed with getting a vegetable garden prepared during the winter to start planting when the weather gets warmer. Yeah, I'm closing the computer now. I'm just going to walk away from this for just a little bit. I'm going to get a cup of tea and I'm going to start reading. 2 hours on vegetable garden planning. And I'm not any further advanced than when I was before. I had fun though. I'm back in the dark library car park again because it's library book sale day. Oh, I'll take you along. Can't wait to find some cool books. Well, that was amazing. I got lots of great things. I can't wait to show you. It's 2 stacks. It's 2 stacks. And you know how I was talking to you about doing my veggie garden this morning? I found all these permaculture books and herbal tonic books, and I think it's just, I just want to sink my teeth into them. But I must read this first. Oh no, it's stuck into the books. I've got to read that one. I've got Bout of Book plans I need to fulfill. Oh God.
I nearly got a chocolate, Mum.
Did you, Mum? Take it slow, Mum. We have time. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. The sun's just coming up slowly. Gorgeous colour this time of morning. I left you last night, and I'm sorry about that. We went out and we did footy training and sausage sizzles, and when I got home, I was having this great chat with my buddies from the Return of the Native, and then Doris is just finishing off after the party, so she was chatting away before she went to work, so I was super loving just immersing myself in those conversations. And then I just went to sleep. So now it's the next morning. Yesterday was a reading day that is not to be written home about, but I just think as towards the end of the week things get busier out and about. Anyway, I am up to date with my buddy read for this. In fact, we're all behind a day, but that doesn't matter, we're all there. So today I've got about 70 pages of this to read, and then I finally got to start this. I'm not going to finish all of the books I wanted to finish at all, because I've got 3 more books left and 2 more days of Bout of Books, so not going to happen, but this is the priority. So I'm resisting reading this from my library haul yesterday and dreaming up plans of a veggie garden. Yeah, you guys would have maybe seen that haul by now. Sorry I didn't show you, but when I went to film there were so many books, it would take so long, and this vlog would have been massively huge. So I just put it in a separate video and stuck it on my channel. Too many books. Today is football this morning till just before lunch, so from 8:30 is the first game. There's 3 games on today. And then I have to go, today is Australia's election day, so I have to go and vote, and then I have to sit and watch and either drink a lot because I'm so depressed that a male-dominated, sexist, racist, right-wing party got in, or I celebrate because my little lefty party picks up more seats. Yeah, so that's today. So I need to really buckle down this morning and make this happen as much as I can. That's the aim. I've got to put down the permaculture book. Oh, that's hard to do. Well, footy check, voting check. I had to vote for who I wanted to run our country, and let me just say, it was slim pickings. It's hard when you are in a country where 2 main parties dictate everything, and you know that you're taking a stand against that, because I have certain beliefs about certain parts of my country that I feel very passionately about, such as Indigenous rights, such as climate change, and the 2 major parties do not, and refugees and education, and this and the 2 main parties do not represent what I would like for my country and for my sons. But I've just got to concede, huh? It's very annoying. Anyway, I am now going to get some things and then go home. So there's a big list of jobs. So I'll see you later on this stuff. Hi team. It's the last day of Bout of Books, and I'm coming to you about 2 o'clock in the afternoon without having read a thing. Basically, yesterday ended up with me watching the election like a crazy woman and drinking too much scotch to drown my sorrows, basically. I have spent the morning hanging with the kids and cleaning and baking and that sort of thing, and lots of visitors passing through, and now we're kind of bunkering down. My Bout of Books dreams didn't get realised, obviously, but that's okay. I'm going to not call the end to Bout of Books just yet. I'm about to play Trivial Pursuit with the kids. Can't even imagine how that's going to end up. They're already fighting and we haven't even started the game, so I will speak to you later on after I've kind of sorted out what I'm going to read. I have to go on and play games now.
Your turn.
The games are finished. Screens are on. book is ready to be opened. Let's see if I can go out with a bang for Bout of Books. See if I can finish this book. What do you reckon? Again, setting myself an unrealistic goal. Excellent work, Natalie. Well, it's later on Sunday, but, you know, no reading has been achieved at all. Weekends just are my enemy for my reading life. That's for sure. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog. I was reading this and I'm finding it really hard to get into, and my buddy Jo, she said the same, so there's no way I'm going to fly through this tonight, so I may as well just finish. So I sort of finished 2 books this week. Whoop-de-doo. I wanted to finish 5, so I'm not even halfway through. And they were 2 meh books too. So not the best Bout of Books, but we will just try again next time. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. See you on the next vlog.